He's shown young people everywhere that success isn't just about talent, it is about discipline. It's about consistency and believing in your craft even when the spotlight gets bigger. At the Naacp, we believe celebrating Black excellence in every form. We fight for justice in the streets, in the classrooms, at the ballot box, and yes, even on our screens. Because representation matters. The stories we tell matter. And when young people see themselves reflected as complex, talented, and powerful, it reminds them that their own stories are worth telling too. Whether you know him from Power Book 2, Ghost, watching him in his early acting days, or you're just here because somebody told you Michael Rainey Jr. was pulling up, you are in for a treat. Youth in college, let's show some love. The only way Naacp knows how. Please, let's give him an unforgettable welcome, the incredibly talented Michael Rainey Jr. Yeah.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Chicago, how we feeling today?
Good.
It is truly an honor to be here celebrating 90 incredible years of Naacp Youth and College Division. And before we begin, I want to express my sincere gratitude to the Naacp President and CEO, Derek Johnson, and National Director of Youth and College, Tyleek McMillan, for their visionary leadership, their commitment to investing in young people, and for inviting me to be a part of this historic celebration. Now let's give them both a great round of applause. Now tonight is special, not simply because we're dressed up, not because we're in one of the greatest cities in America, but because tonight we are celebrating something far greater, the power of young people. The Juanita Jackson Mitchell Gala is more than just an award ceremony. It is a celebration of the students, the organizers, the advocates, the artists, the activists, the advisors, and the leaders who continue the legacy of those who came before them. For 90 long years, the Youth and College Division has been where history has found its next generation of change makers. From lunch counter sit-ins and freedom rides to voter registration drives, policy advocacy, and organizing on campuses and in communities across the nation. Young people have always been at the forefront of progress, and tonight, we honor those who have answered that call. The young leaders who have strengthened their youth councils, the college chapters that have transformed their campuses, the advisors who have poured into the next generation, the organizers who have built the movements, the artists who have inspired change, the advocates who refuse to remain silent. And tonight is our opportunity to recognize those who have gone above and beyond, those whose commitment to their service has strengthened not only the local communities, but our entire association. As we celebrate under the theme, Remember the Times, we do more than look back with pride. We look ahead with purpose. Because remembering our history reminds us of our responsibility. And if the last 9 years have taught us anything, it's this. The next chapter of the civil rights movement will continue to be written by young people. So tonight, let's celebrate excellence. Now, before we begin tonight's celebration, it is my honor to welcome one of the outstanding leaders helping guide the oldest and boldest civil rights organization in the nation. Please join me in welcoming the Vice Chair of the Naacp National Board of Directors, Karen Boykin-Towns.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you feeling? Let me just say, you look phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Well, good evening, everyone. It is such a pleasure to be here with you tonight. First, let me offer my heartfelt congratulations to the Naacp Youth and College Division on a historic milestone. 90 years. Give it up for yourself. 90 years. 90 years of leadership, advocacy, and service. For 9 decades, this division has developed young leaders who have strengthened our NAACP, but not just this association, but our communities and our country. Before I go any further, I'd like to recognize those whose leadership, mentorship, and commitment have strengthened our Youth and College division. To our amazing 7 National Youth Board members, thank you. Yes, give me a hand. Thank you for saying yes to leadership, for giving your time, your talents, and your voices to this association, and for helping lead this NAACP with passion, purpose, and conviction. To our National Youth Work Committee, thank you for your dedication, and a special thank you to your Chair, Jalen Vince, and Vice Chair Sasha Reveron for your leadership and commitment. And did she not do an amazing job introducing the chairman at our opening ceremonies? To every advisor, every parent, every state conference leader, and every branch leader who chooses to walk alongside our young people, thank you. Thank you for your time, your mentorship, and for helping develop the next generation of NAACP leaders. While I'm grateful for those leaders tonight, really, it's all about you, each of you in this room. To every youth and college member gathered in this room tonight, and to the thousands of young people serving in branches, youth councils, and college chapters across this country, you are what makes the Youth and College Division so special. You are the reason this division has remained strong for 90 years. And I want you to know how very, very proud I am of you. As Vice Chair, I have the privilege of traveling all over this country, and wherever I go, I brag about our young people. I talk about your intelligence, your passion, your creativity, and your willingness to lead. I am constantly in awe of your commitment, your abilities, and your heart for service. I've had the privilege of serving in national leadership for the past 8 years, and I can honestly tell you that working alongside our youth and college leaders has made me a better leader. It has made me a better listener, and it has even made me a better parent. You challenge us to think differently. You remind us to stay curious. And every time I spend time with you, I leave encouraged about the future of this association. Tonight, we also honor the legacy of the great Juanita Jackson Mitchell, whose vision helped build this division nearly 90 years ago. She believed young people didn't have to wait to make a difference. She believed they had something to contribute right then and right there. Looking around this room tonight, I know she would be so proud. People often say that young people are the future. I think you're so much more than that. You're making a difference right now. You're organizing, you're advocating, you're registering voters, you're leading in your campuses and in your communities. You're helping shape the future of this association today. So don't wait for someone to tell you you're ready. Lead with courage, lead with humility, lead with excellence, and never ever lose sight of why you said yes to this work in the first place. And to the adults who have the privilege of serving alongside these young leaders, let me simply remind you of our responsibility. It is our job to mentor, to create opportunities, to listen, and to lead alongside the next generation. That's how organizations grow. That's how movements endure. And I also want to take a moment to recognize an outstanding team that makes this all possible. To our youth and college director, my fraternity brother, Khalid McMillan, congratulations. Congratulations and thank you for accepting this important responsibility. And to 2 brilliant Black women whose work I have had the privilege to watch up close, Marie Radigan and Couture Reed Butler, thank you.
Yeah.
Your commitment and the way you pour into our young people never go unnoticed. Every time I see you in action, it makes me smile because I know our youth and college division is in such capable hands. So as we celebrate this historic milestone, I want to leave you with this. The beautiful thing about leadership is that no one has to give you permission to serve. You're writing your story right now. Make it one of courage. Make it one of service. And make it one that leaves this association stronger than you found it. Congratulations again on 90 remarkable years of the NAACP Youth and College Division. The NAACP is stronger because of you. Have a wonderful evening. My God bless each of us. And thank you for your service. Have a good night.
Thank you, Vice Chair Karen Boykin-Towns. Now welcoming Chief of Field Dominic Whitehead.
Good evening, good evening. We can do better than that. It's 90 years. Good evening, Youth and College. That is what I'm talking about. When I say people, you say power. People.
Power.
People.
Power.
When I say people, you say power. People.
Power.
People.
Power.
That's what I'm talking about. Good evening again, everyone. I'm Dominic Whitehead, Chief of Field and Membership. And it's my honor to be in front of you and bring greetings on behalf of the NAACP President and CEO, Derek Johnson, and our Chair of the Board, Leon Russell, and the entire Board of Directors, our staff, and the entire NAACP family. Congratulations, Youth and College, on 90 years, 90 strong years. We know that the branches are the lifeblood of the association, but y'all keep us young. You keep us fresh. You remind us of what we are fighting for and what we have fought for. Our future. A future that looks better and brighter than the last 250 years. A future where every person earns a living wage, where healthcare, including reproductive care, is a right and not a privilege. Where our communities breathe clean air and live from free environmental harm, where every youth and every zip code receives quality education. But that future won't happen unless we make it happen. Tonight's gala is named after a true pioneer, Juanita Jackson Mitchell, a woman, a black woman, the first black woman to attend the law school and the first black woman to practice law in Maryland. Let's give it up. She fought in 1 cases spanning desegregation, constitutional rights, criminal justice, and more. We celebrate her spirit and her advocacy. We carry on her legacy by picking up the fight. And we have come so far since her time, but not far enough. We're watching Southern states who drop maps to dilute black political power, working to silence black voices to decide who gets counted and who gets shut out. And let me tell you something. We are not sitting on the sidelines. In the spirit of Juanita Jackson Mitchell, we suing everybody.
Yes,
Where it counts. We're in the courts fighting to protect our elections. We're taking action to keep the federal government out of our voter data. We're challenging how the government handles student debt and access to education. Let me say that again. We're challenging how the government handles student debt and access to education. Because this president is not only waging a war against black Americans, he's waging a war against democracy itself. But here's the truth. We have to show up at the ballot box. This is why right now across this country, the NAACP is building a mobilization engine, block by block, state by state, turning out voters in massive numbers. And we need young people, y'all. Y'all gonna be out there with us?
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be knocking doors with us?
Yeah.
We're recruiting volunteers, we're knocking on doors, we're making calls and texts, we're writing postcards, we're reaching out to people right where they are, and we need your help. We need you to continue to spread the word to your friends, neighbors, and people you've never met in key states around the country. Y'all can join us, tell your friends when you go back to school, on your campuses and your youth councils to volunteer with the NAACP. All they gotta do is text 20707, text the word volunteer. Because this election will impact the next 250 years and will get us further or closer to what Juanita worked for. Tell everybody you know that we are the people that still have the power. But power is not given, power is exercised. Power is not given, power is exercised. So as we look toward the next 250 years, let us commit not to just the vision, but the work of organizing, the work of showing up, the work of voting. Because when we move, this country moves. And when we vote, we win. Peace and power.
Please welcome Vice President of Unit Advocacy and Effectiveness, Phaedra Jackson.
Yeah, I hear you.
Good evening, everyone. We look good tonight, don't we? Yes, I was watching y'all come in. Y'all look fabulous. My name is Phaedra Jackson, and I'm the Vice President of Unit Advocacy and Effectiveness at the NAACP. Juanita Jackson Mitchell built youth councils out of church basements and kitchen tables. She turned young people into lawyers, organizers, and voters before most of them could legally do any of it. She proved advocacy isn't something you wait to be old enough to do. It's something you do because you're young enough to demand better. Tonight, 250 years into this nation's founding, we're still asking her question: who does we, the people, include? Our answer is the same as hers: everyone, every color in our coalition, every young person in this room. That's why the Youth and College Division now sits inside our advocacy department, not as an add-on, as the engine. Advocacy is how we make Juanita's answer real, not someday, now. It's showing up at the State House, it's registering your roommate to vote, it's knowing the policy well enough to rewrite it. The Youth and College Division exists because Juanita Jackson Mitchell knew something we still know. Young people aren't the future of this moment. You are the movement, right now, tonight, and every day after. So thank you for all that you do, and have a wonderful night.
Please welcome Region 7 Youth Board Member and Virginia State Conference President, Jalen Benz.
Thank you. It's an honor to stand here before you tonight. I have the privilege of serving as president of the Virginia State Conference Youth and College Division. But outside of the title, knowledge, and experience I've gained through this association, I'm no different than any of you. I remember my first convention, we had to rotate who slept on the couch, who slept on the floor, and who got to bed each night. We hustled to save every dollar so we could just take the trip. We packed the car to the brim, squeezed 4 people in one hotel room with 1 bed, and somehow made it work. I share that because I want to level set. Just because you see me standing here at this podium today doesn't mean I haven't experienced the same things, the same sacrifices, the same uncertainty, or the same moments where I wondered if the commitment was worth it, the payout. Many of us know what it's like to serve without recognition, to organize with limited resources, and to keep showing up even when it feels like no one notices. That commitment is what has always defined the Youth and College Division. 90 years ago is what we celebrate, but our story started long before that. If you were in the welcome session, you may have heard it, but I'm going to repeat it again so that way you can understand the true history of what we stand on. The first collegiate chapter was established at Howard University. What you gonna do about it? Where students organized to challenge racial injustice. More than 20 years later, the architect, Walter White, recognized the need to invest intentionally in young leaders, and then found our mother, Juanita Jackson Mitchell, who helped build what would become the Youth and College Division we know today. In 1936, the NAACP officially established a division dedicated to youth. In 1940, students gathered at Virginia Union for the first annual student conference to identify issues affecting young people across the country. Those conversations gave birth to a student advisory council, which later gave birth to the National Youth Works Committee, a body that helps establish and develop generations of leaders, including our current president and CEO, Derek Johnson, who previously served in the committee, and our former board chair, Rosalind Brock. That history reminds us of something important. The Youth and College Division has never existed simply to give young people a seat in the room. It exists to prepare young people to lead the room. Tonight is a celebration of legacy. We celebrate the chapters that organized voter registration drives, advocated for equitable education, and stood up for their communities. We celebrate advisors who have poured into students years after years after years after years. We celebrate state leaders regional leaders, and every member whose work often goes unseen. But celebration is not the finish line. Celebration is fuel. We don't gather simply to applaud what we've already accomplished. We gather to encourage one another, to sharpen one another, and to leave stronger than when we arrived. Growth requires consistency. It means continuing to show up even after the applause ends. Growth requires accountability. It means challenging ourselves and each other to lead with excellence and integrity. Growth requires transparency. It means creating spaces where we're honest to learn from our successes and our failures, but that is how leaders are developed. Because as scriptures remind us, my bad. This one always mess me up.
Ecclesiastes. We got you.
Take me to church.
Yeah.
1:6. Sow your seed in the morning, and at evening let your hands not be idle. The Youth and College Division is our home, is our training ground. If we expect to change our campuses, our communities, and our country, we first have to invest in one another. We have to celebrate each other's victories, support each other through challenges, and truly commit ourselves to growing and developing together. So as you leave the night, I hope you do more than remember who received an award. I hope you remember the conversations you had, the relationships you built, and the leaders you met. Connect with one another, stay engaged, and stay confident when you lead on your regional leadership for support, continue developing yourself, and continue developing those who come after you. Because one day, one of you will stand at this podium and tell a story of how this division changed your life.
I would. Give me a second.
Here we go. What? 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 So, 30.
Oh, that's fire. You gotta send that to me.
College family and guests.
Oh, send that
Dinner
to me.
is now served. We invite you to enjoy your meal and fellowship with those around you. We will pause our program and resume shortly with tonight's celebration. Thank you and enjoy your dinner.
3.
Oh, I love that. Send that to me. I'm about to make that the cover. I'm live on YouTube. I'm about to make that the cover for YouTube. You got my number?
No, I don't.
I'll type it in.
I think that's much better.
Yes, sir.
They ride shy with over 300 million views on Google Maps.
Yes, sir.
Here at the Naacp 2026 convention, Chicago. Hey, I wasn't here for Charlotte last year, but I'm here in Chicago. But if you miss Chicago, it'll be in LBC, Long Beach, California in 2027. The Naacp convention 2026.
Yes, sir. Be
Y'all-
there. You already know.
Y'all follow me, They Ride Shy, on all platforms.
Look at that.
What's the name?
Prince. PRIIZZY.
Prince.
Hey, are you live?
310?
Yeah.
Hey, hold up.
LA.
Look at my boy. Hold up. I gotta zoom out. Yes.
What's your ad again?
The PRIIZZY show. Beautiful. Yes.
Prince.
310-991-8007.
8007. Okay.
Man, I deleted my number, chat. Hold on. I just went mute.
All right.
Let's get a flip. Let's flick up.
Yeah, let's play. You get up?
Get one on your phone, and then we go with the flip. Let's go. Oh, you look so beautiful, by the way. Yeah. Hello.
We matching.
Chat, I found my twin. Now we can see who got the best moonwalk. You ready? Oh my God!
Yeah.
Give me some flash on those. Give me some flash. Please.
Put a flash on me.
Please.
Flash on me.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
That's crazy,
I
chat.
got with the shoes.
He's going crazy. I got you, bro. Hold on. That combo is crazy, chat. Alright, he a stepper, chat. He's officially a stepper. Shot-town stepper. My bad. I'm so sorry. Yes, sir. Alright. Let's get official.
She gotta take a photo of us.
Okay, fine.
Oh wait, hold up.
Yeah. Thank you. Alright. Did you somebody take a picture? Yeah, you look so beautiful.
Sure. You want to take a picture with me?
Yes, come on, please.
Okay.
You might take my picture. Okay, this is part of the video.
3, 2, 1.
I was saying other side, I got this glove on. Hold on. Thank you. Chat, doesn't she look fabulous, chat? Fabulous, yeah. All right, brother. Make sure you follow me. I'll follow you back. Yeah. Everybody looks so nice. I love your hats. Y'all look so nice. Whoa. Oh, thank you. I love your dress. You look so beautiful. Yes, it's so tea. Thank you. Relax. Yeah, I need this one. And they chat. Yeah, come on. I don't own this music, YouTube. I don't own this music. We just partying. Yeah. Oh my God. Let me go. Who's taking it?
You want to stream?
Yeah. We good though. Say what's up, TikTok. Okay. I'm gonna put this in my pocket. Hold on. You going in my pocket?
Please welcome to the stage, poet Olivia Ivy Alton.
Thank you. Oh, wait.
Good evening, everyone. It's so great to see you all. This is my first national convention with the NAACP, and I'm so incredibly proud and happy and excited. It's really such an honor.
What's your social media?
And it's my first time in the beautiful city of Chicago.
Did you get it?
Chicago.
You look so beautiful.
Thank you. They have me running back and forth.
So
Yeah, let me
thank you
get
for
your
welcoming
dress.
me with such a warm heart and generosity. This is especially meaningful to me to gather in this evening.
360.
In honor of the great trailblazer Juanita Jackson.
Yes, I know that's right. Yes.
Lifelong commitment to justice, civic engagement,
I don't know. I just found it at this dude house.
Some dude.
My
His
name
name was
is
Joe.
Olivia
Oh,
Ivy Altador, and I'm proudly coming from Central New Jersey with the Rutgers chapter in New Brunswick. As a first-generation college student and daughter of Haitian and Filipino immigrants, as a young Black woman, I believe that the power of words inspire action, preserve history, and create change. And so that belief led me to become a global advocate, working with the United Nations, Girl Scouts of the USA, and organizations across the country to advance civic engagement, equity, and opportunities for young people. It is that same passion that brings me here before you tonight. For more than a century, the NAACP has transformed courage
Your dress is
into
incredible.
progress and hope
You're welcome.
into action, and to stand in the
What's
presence
up?
of
How you
that
doing?
legacy is such an honor, and I will never take that for granted.
Love it,
So
love
tonight, I
it.
have the privilege
Hello, hello, hello.
of sharing
You look so
with
nice. I
you
love
a
your
story
jacket.
spoken
Love it.
word
Looks so nice.
celebrating that true Black excellence,
Okay, okay, Mike.
resilience, joy are not just confined in the single month of Black History Month. They are woven into every chapter of our nation's story. So thank you again for welcoming me here. And so this is my poem, Beyond
Excuse
the
me,
Month of
sir.
February.
I have a question. Yes. Do you remember the time?
Black history, to me,
Just want to make sure.
resides outside the month of February. Black history, to me, lives in the cracks of the Constitution. It gives power to progress and purpose to revolution. Black history resides in us.
Yeah.
I mean, the U.S. wouldn't have found success without our stolen labor on this stolen land. There were families torn apart at a white man's command. They measured our worth by the muscle and bone and pressed our bodies like the harvest they own. Turned our flesh into figures and our souls into a profit, leaving Black people feeling like they could do nothing to stop it. We were stripped to a spectacle. Our dignity was denied, but we still rise brilliant, beautiful, and bona fide.
Hey.
If you want to claim the glory of our country, you must claim the gore too. Because Black history is resilient. It sustains the great, the grim, and all that we went through. They say Black don't crack, and it doesn't. But it molds and folds to the truths that go untold, saying too loud, too proud, too angry, too bold. Fit for the rhythm, but not for the road, right? Strong enough to have the weight of the world to hold, but too aggressive, hard, and for half the wage. In the age of a capitalistic society, we are the capital. And then green-eyed monsters won't stop until they are full. My dad always told me that if you're not at the table, you're on the menu. And if, yet again, you don't have a seat at the table, he always told me to bring a lawn chair, because he told me, little Black girl, you deserve to be there.
Hey.
And so, I carry my lived experiences with pride. I walk harmoniously with my ancestry in every stride. I walk with a little pep in my step and a shimmy in my hips. I am blessed to live my freedom because my ancestors died my whips.
Yes.
And it don't stop there, because 1896, Jim Crow was born from the hands of a white man, claiming everyone in this land stood separate but equal, the prequel to a nation that stood divided, and one where color was drained and blood-stained streets that were only Black and white. Jim Crow was a landlord too, the measuring tape. He drew red lines across a map, choosing which families could own what shape, creating the generational wealth gap. And Jim Crow, he rode the bus too. And all the way to school, spitting his venom at children who only wanted desks and had equal dreams to pursue. Jim Crow wasn't just a man, he was a pitiful policy dressed in pride. A system stitched with hatred and sanctified by lies. But we saw a future through the fire. We united with the desire to be free. It took many tries, but our history lies on organizations like the NAACP.
Yeah.
Where in February of 1909, this advancement sought a reconstruction of a different kind, one where justice wasn't seasonal and equality wasn't confined. They gathered their ink and courage, filed briefs instead of pleas, fought lynching with legislation, and demanded dignity. They built a legal defense fund, sharp as a scholar's pen, and in 1954, a Brown v. the Board separate would not stand again. Brick by brick, and case by case, they bent mark for a bridge with a steady pace, proof that progress is persistence and freedom has a face, because Reconstruction didn't end, it evolved, it learned to defend. Through courtrooms and courage and through a gavel and pen, it rose from the ruins again and again. Remember that Black history is not a footnote. It's not a chapter tucked away. It is the marrow of America and the reason it could stand today. And so I pledge allegiance to a nation built by brothers and sisters from countries all around. A country's blood that is not frozen cold and where no king shall be crowned. So don't tell me freedom has a face. Don't tell me patriotism has just one name. Don't play the paper thin purity game, because this flag was stitched with hope, with fight that one day we'd see the dawn's early light, and you cannot praise the red, the white, the blue, and erase the black that is woven through. And so, I am confident that Black history resides outside the month of February. Because it lives in my skin that is kissed by the melanin sun. It tells stories of traumas it survived and the battles that were won. Black history is found in the kinks and coils of my hair. It's embedded in my smile, and forever it shall stay there. It lives in my spine when I stand up straight, in the rhythm of my walk and in the bass of my voice. In every bold and unbothered choice, Black history resides in me.
Yeah.
It is my father's warning. It is my mother's grace that my Blackness is not a liability, and I was born to take up space in every corner of this world and every system that was found. Rest assured that Black history is all around. Thank you.
All right, commercial break. We'll be back. I'm gonna do some more stuff. I'm posting the videos. I'm gonna go live on Instagram for like 30 minutes. Then TikTok, then we're gonna come back to YouTube. But YouTube, you don't show me no love, I'm about to get off live. So, I'll be out. I'm not talking about y'all, I'm talking about the algorithm because they playing with me.